Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 16th research video of my game design Savage Strikers, the deck building fighting game. Today's date is December 20th, 2020, 11:41 p.m. It's an interesting set of numbers there, if I do say so. Alright, so let's start with the recap. I was dealing with the defense mechanics from the rulebook, and unfortunately, they didn't do very good. Not so much that they didn't do very good, and that they weren't even used at all, and that was primarily because of the unstoppable mechanic during combos. The unstoppable mechanic rule was if the next attack card or throw card you play in your combo have combo arrows equal to or one more than your previously played attack card, that card is in a throw card, that card is unstoppable. So that resulted in a sequence of attack cards followed by a throw card, and they were unstoppable, and there was no way the opposing player was able to act on defense as a result. So that resulted in a lot of major damage. So I've been debating whether I should use the unstoppable mechanic or modify it, but I decided to keep the unstoppable mechanic because the defense would then be way too powerful, and the whole idea of unstoppable is to emulate canceling in fighting games that you would find in fighting games like Street Fighter and King of Fighters and so on, like kata cancel and so on. You know, those type of cancel mechanics. So what I did was I modified the so let me pause here for 1 second. Okay, so the update is that for unstoppable, if the next attack card you play in your combo have combo arrows equal to or one more than your previously played attack card, that card is unstoppable. So it's complete and totally focused on attack cards. That might get a little bit more modified later, in a sense that I might be a little bit more specific with uniques and specials. I probably might bring it down to just uniques and specials and not normals. But for now, I'm gonna see with all attack types, which is the starter type, savage type, unique type, special type, and normal type. Although I might not get to all the cards, but the point is that I'm gonna try the whole entire spectrum of the attack cards to see if I need to be more, parse it down to more specific stuff, but without undermining the cards that you don't want to buy them because you don't want to find yourself getting hit with defense constantly. So it's a tricky thing. It's going to be a very tricky thing, but that means that now playing throws in a combo, unless you have a specialist grappler involved, will be very difficult to do combo wise. So you're not going to see combos at the end of the chain. So that's the only update this go around. So I'm gonna continue and try and get the defense to work and see if see where that goes. Grapplers, of course, will be having will have their own unique way of doing throws that can be unstoppable, so that you can really reap the rewards of its power. But for the time being, one step at a time, I guess, so to speak. So this was a short run. Wow, this was a short intro. I don't know. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm a little mumbling there. I just got a whole lot of things in my mind. So cards are all shuffled up and the hands are laid out, and we're going to begin with the playtest. Okay. And as usual, I will point out what moves were made from time to time, or probably all of the time. I know I say time to time, but I end up doing it all the time. Alright, so without further ado, let us begin the playtest. Round 1. Okay, we have the neutral play. Strength of cards. Guard card is stronger than attack card. Guard card wins. Attack card is discarded. Combo begins. Jab is played. Opponent has access to defense. Opponent plays evade. Opponent will not take any damage. Opponent elects to draw 1 card and discard 1 card. Combo resumes. Jab is played. It is unstoppable. Opponent takes 1 damage. I will end this combo right here. Proceeding to the bye phase. Heavy attack pile is formed. Jump pile has been sent to the recycle pile. Jump is purchased from the recycle pile at half the cost round up. Instead of 2, 1 is paid. Crouch is purchased. End of round 1. Okay, so that actually really changed a lot. Couldn't play the throw cards in the combo, so I had to end it right then and there, and that also affected the way I had to purchase cards as a result. I was very fortunate enough that jump was available at 1 because it went into the recycle pile, so it was pretty easy to just pick up the movement cards for some draw power, quick draw power, as opposed to picking up focus for economy power. My opponent, of course, did not have any money to purchase as a result of losing the initiative. But it is looking a little interesting at the moment with regards to unstoppable at the moment. So we'll see what happens. But my opponent did get to play a guard card in response. So I'll have to see how much further adjustments will need to be made. Okay. Okay, time for round 2. Round 2. Once again, evade the guard card defeated the attack card on initiative. I like to draw 1 card and discard 1 card. Okay, my opponent elected to play jab as a counter. This card gets discarded. His card activates, so I take 1 damage. And the combo automatically ends. We proceed to the buy phase. My opponent gets to buy first since he lost initiative. There are no cards to purchase. Well, let's see here. Toss. Alright, here we go. So my opponent buys light attack for 1, and it goes to the bottom of his deck. I have nothing to purchase, so I can't do anything. I'm going to discard that. That gets discarded. end of round 2. So in round 2, counter was done, which results in the combo ending completely. And my opponent was able to have 1 charge. Thankfully, Light Attack ended up falling into the recycle pile, and with that 1 charge, was able to purchase the Light Attack card to add to the deck. So turn is not wholly wasted, as well as getting that 1 damage off for the counter. He had exactly 4 arrows. So far the guard worked and counter worked. So now it's just a matter of getting reversal. Okay. Begin round 3. Round 3. Okay. Movement card ties all cards. Crouch has 3 combo arrows. To jabs 4. Crouch wins. I elect to draw a card and discard a card. Okay, gonna play jab. My opponent will have a chance at defense. My opponent plays evade and will not take damage. And my opponent elects to draw a card and discard a card. Play jab. It is unstoppable. And we'll end the combo here. Okay. End of round 3. Okay, so yeah, the defenses are working out, but it is getting a little on the slow side after 3 rounds. I mean, there have been progress, cards have been purchased, defenses have been played, and the damage did go off, but it's going a little on the slow side. And a little bit worried for the opposing player, but again, you know, the opposing player is just randomized stuff. If it was the actual human player, human would be making a little bit more informed choices. But now we'll see how much this ramps up. Okay. Round 4. Okay. End of round 4. Okay. So once again, counter became a deciding factor, and was able to put an end to the round. Opposing player, microphone player, was able to was lucky enough for a 2 buy card fall into the recycle pile, resulting in a 1 purchase buy to his aid, of course. No purchase was done on this side here because of the inability to get a combo off. Okay, so it is coming off a bit on the slow side. Damage, only 2 damage have been done after 4 rounds between both players, so it was like 1 damage per round. That might not be very good for a deck building game. Players would probably be expecting a little bit more damage to work with. Well, we'll soon see where it all falls at. Alright. Begin round 5. Okay. Movement ties all cards. Go to the tiebreaker. 3 arrows to 3 arrows. Another tie. We go to the next tie break. We draw the cards. I was able to draw a card from my deck. My opponent has no deck to draw a card. He automatically loses initiative. That gets discarded. And I get to execute my combo. And I will play jab. My opponent gets to act on defense. My opponent jabs again for a counter. Okay, and the combo is over. Alright, proceed to the buy phase. Toss pile has increased. My opponent lost initiative. He gets to purchase first. His only options available are the evade cards, which are 1 each. Sidestep on sale for 2 instead of 4. He elects not to purchase. I will get 2 energy and buy another focus. My opponent will stockpile. Jab. End of round 5. Okay, so the whole entire tiebreaker went all the way to deck advantage, which resulted in a victory, but my opponent was able to counter again. But thanks to the focus cards, was able to get another 2 purchase off, and elected to pick up the focus cards. My opponent unfortunately couldn't afford anything, so he chose to stockpile. So on the next turn, he's going to have an extra energy to work with when he gets enough economy to work with. Okay. Okay, beginning at round 6. Okay. Strength of cards, throw versus throw. That is a tie. We go to the next tiebreaker. Arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both arrows are tied. Now we go into the deck advantage. I was able to draw a card. My opponent was able to draw a card. So we're going to do a reset. Shoulder flips are discarded. Begin neutral play again. Okay. Strength of cards. Guard is stronger than attack. My opponent gets the combo. Okay. Alright. Light attack. Going to play jump. Reversal. So 2 arrows is less than 3 arrows. So this gets discarded. Okay, I play jab, which is unstoppable. So my opponent takes a damage. And then I jab again. And that's the end of the combo. Okay. Okay, and that is the end of round 6. So, despite getting the initiative, I was able to do reversal to stop his combo, and I got to do my combo because since jab was unstoppable, and followed up with another jab, and the combo ended naturally. Now, even though my opponent won initiative, he had no economy to purchase a card first, so that allowed me to purchase a card. Well, I got to purchase cards first. My opponent couldn't purchase any cards because he didn't have enough on the one, because again, he would have had choice of evade. So he couldn't purchase any cards himself. Okay. Let's see here. So that was 6 rounds. Maybe I might be able to squeeze in one more. Can I? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll do one more. Okay. So let's reset this. Let's get this all set up. There we go. 1 and 2. Oop. Sorry for bumping into the camera. Alright. So he still has a stock of 1 with the jab cards. I'll drop that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, that's 4 cards in the hand. Okay. Begin round 7. Okay. Okay, movement cards are tied. We go to the arrows. 3 for focus, 4 for channel. Okay, I'm gonna play crouch. Okay, my opponent has no means to act on defense, so he says he's letting it go. I elect to purchase a card and discard a card. Okay, my next card is light attack, which is 3. My opponent again has a chance at defense. He has nothing, and he's going to take damage. So, what's going to happen is, we got the blue button again on light attack, and the blue button shows that it's 2. That 2 damage is going to be done. Also, Crouch's effect, if the next card you play in this combo is an attack normal, add 4 damage. So we have an attack normal. So the 2 on the blue button plus the 4 equals 6. So my opponent takes 6 damage. Next card my opponent plays is Jab. It is unstoppable, and he will take 1 damage. Okay. And I end my combo. Okay, my opponent brings over his stock. Heavy attack. That moves Jump over into the recycle pile. Heavy attack pile is formed. Since my opponent lost initiative, he goes first. So he's going to acquire Jump because it costs 1. Which is better than Evade or any other cards. Well, because the only other cards was Evade. Okay. Now I make my purchase, and I'm going to spend 2 to get another light attack. And block is now out in the open. Okay, end of round 7. So I know I'm a little ahead of myself here, but I'm gonna call it and do some assessments. But let's just do the cleanup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's the end of round 7. So this time around, both players were able to purchase cards. And getting the jump card was a big thing for the microphone player, because now he could be able to get initiative and start engaging on his combos, and most likely would be able to purchase. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, both players were able to get off money, but the turns float fine. Yeah, the turn went. All right. So this is the end of round 7. All right. We're gonna stop here, and we're gonna do some assessments. I've seen plenty enough. So defense is extraordinarily powerful. It is hindering combos, which is good, but at the same time, card purchases are very have been slowed. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have a human player on this to make more informed decisions, because channel would not be a card you'd play. But I may consider reducing channel, just so that way you can at least try and win an initiative. I'll have to see what happens, but I'll have to take that into consideration for the next update, so that we could actually be put to use and actually generate some economy to help out with players who need to make purchases. So I held back on that jump because I knew eventually I was going to be able to put that to use, especially since Crouch and Focus had been helping on the offensive front. So what's good is that guard worked. Thankfully, the guard cards were coming out and getting played. Reversal did work that one time, and did pull off the combo. Counter definitely worked. It might be a little too powerful, but maybe that's only because this is a mirror match, and as opposed to, say, different lightweights, like say Chenbo, who's a lightweight, versus Brock, who's a heavyweight. The difference could be more staggering, and counter may be minute. So that's probably gonna depend on character per character. Again, that's probably something the publishers will have to deal with on the development end of the whole thing. So far, unfortunately, I couldn't generate enough to purchase after seven rounds. I would say probably try and figure out a way that by the fifth round, um, player could purchase. Maybe not necessarily. Maybe that could be a good thing. That the first 5 rounds, go on the slow side because these are very powerful cards and could result in an overrun on the opponent after 5 rounds. You want to be able to make it feel earned, like you got your special. I don't know. I'll have to see what happens. So I may have to consider adjustments with counter. I don't know if counter needs adjustments. Same for well, reversal only got done once. It looked good so far, but I'm not sure about counter. I'll probably have to do a little bit more playtesting on counter and see what to do with that from there. Throws were not very prominent like the last playtest. Something's gonna have to we'll have to observe that, keep that under observation. But money needs to get generated, and the first thing I'll probably do on the next playtest is adjust channel and see if that works, because that will require the usage of throw. Let's see the throw card. Where's channel at? Oh wow, channel's in the hand. Huh? Here we go. Here's channel. So I'm not even sure if in the end these arrows are going to be effective after all. But these two in the effect box, the green and yellow arrow. But I think I'm gonna have to consider bringing this down to 1, which I was hoping not to do. Which I was really hoping not to do, but I'll try it out and see what happens from there. Because in order for these to work, so for example here, you would have to play jab. You would have to play jab, and then you get the green arrow in that direction. But if I turn this into a 3 arrow, I may have to. It may not be effective because you could see this because having channel at 3 arrows means it has to come before jab, as per the rules for executing combos. But with 4 arrows, it could be played before it, and then you could follow that up with a shoulder flip, but without any way of making it unstoppable. That's gonna be tricky, and I don't want to add unnecessary rules if it doesn't need to be. So yeah, that's something that's gonna have to I'll have to probably try and figure out is channel. Okay, so go do some more of the mechanics. The defense mechanics. I think that's maybe if channel gets adjusted. I may not have to mess around with the defense mechanics, because the defense mechanics really did work. But the problem is that this card is really rendered useless, and it's supposed to provide energy to help out. I may consider probably just changing this icon to I may consider changing that icon, or just flat out drop it. Drop these abilities and just let it be. You add 1. That'll be weird. There's a way to this. But it does have to be used to win out and not get defense or anything, but I'll figure that out. That's not big. Well, it is big, but you know what I mean. Okay, so thank you all for joining me for the playtest. Just to note for all of you that you are cordially invited to join Coqui-san YouTube channel. Please select the subscribe button below and RSVP in the comments. If you're interested in merch, you'll find links to various types of merch in the description below for the Impossible Man, Splatterbomb, and Arcana Magi. And I thank you for your patronage of my goods and wares. Okay. This is the end of the research video. I would like to thank you all for joining me and wish you all not just a good night and a buenas noches, but also a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.